It's a magic trick. Not really. Hope everyone's doing good and you're well. I did it. I found us. Oh my goodness. There we are. I'm setting up a goal for the super chats. If we reach it, I'll set up a Q&A of your choice, and I'll set up a poll so you guys can pick. Hopefully you can hear me right now. If you can't hear me, let me know. Fun. Okay. Woohoo! Hey Katie. Hey Heather. Hi Amy. Hey Deborah. Anita. Hey. You guys are awesome. I just told you. Welcome. Yay. Sorry for the slow start. This was just a last minute decision to play. So I was playing with some paper, watercolor paper, a little bit ago, and our transparent watercolor concentrates and some stencils, and I came up with these two backgrounds, and I really think that they're going to be beautiful with like this with it. So I'm going to show you how I did this. I'm going to start fresh from scratch and go start to finish. So it might be a long one. I'm just going to keep going. You guys don't need to, you know, be on for 4 hours, but that way I don't have to have like stop and start. So I don't know, maybe 2 in the morning I'll be done. No, I'm kidding. It shouldn't be that long. But what I'm going to start with is putting the image on my card so that I kind of know where, when I'm going to use this background for this. And I'm going to leave the center part a little less stamped. So it'll be, so I can add, because this is going to be bright, like red, orange, well, rainbow, you know me. It's gonna be a rainbow. Let's just be honest. It's a rainbow. Alrighty, Anita. Katie, woohoo! Thank you. Oh my gosh, I wasn't even paying attention. Thanks, friend. Woohoo! Yeehaw! 4 to go. Right on, you guys rocking. Thank you, friend. Woohoo! So, do you want, let's see. Here's art. Oh, are we in the picture? I'm zoomed in, so I'll have to move them back out. But here's all our friends saying thank you. Thank you, thank you. I don't know where Goat went. Goat, where are you, Goat? Got you. Goat! Wait, there's one person missing. She ran away. Oh my word. I found her. Who do you think it is? Axolotl Annie! Woohoo! Thank you. Thanks, Katie. All right. So, let's start with transferring this onto this onto this. So, I have just printed off a sketch of a beautiful seahorse, and I'm going to transfer it with a piece of black transfer paper. This is carbon graphite in black. You can pick that up on Amazon. Just search carbon tracing paper or carbon graphite paper, and you'll see it'll come up with usually packs of 100, and you can usually get a black and white pack, which is what I recommend. So that way when you're working on black, which I do a lot, you can just grab a white piece and like sketch your image or trace your image right onto the dark surface, and you'll be able to see it. You know, it's not always necessary because you can just use chalk too, but it's easier and less messy. So thank you so much. Oh, I got the look again. Hi, Allison. I need to talk to you guys too. So remind me tomorrow. I know it's going to be really late when I get off. So I need to talk to you about your package and your shipping. So, or my shipping, actually. Haha. Just a reminder. I'm not upside down, right? That's right side up, right? So I'm basically just going to sketch this right on top of the image that's already on here. It's tracing, you know, I'm going to trace it. And then I'm going to try to paint it. I'm just doing light, these pencil marks under it because I'm going to be using watercolors. And I don't really want those pencil marks to show through. So I'll probably take an eraser and even lighten up my tracing here. Maybe. I think this is such a pretty seahorse. It's going to be very vibrant, rainbowy, kind of my ode to Pride. It's almost over Pride Month. I didn't even do a Pride project this year. Shame on me. Let's see. Almost here. Who's that? Hi, Christine. Connie, hi. Thank you guys for jumping on with me. I know, no notice. I seem to do better just like all the way around when I don't plan. It's the planned ones that get me. Oof. I think it's the pressure, I guess. But so this Wednesday night, we're going to be doing the bee kit. I have not posted it yet, and I don't know why I need to do that. So if you have the bee kit, you can know that we're going to be painting a bee. And I think I'm actually probably not even going to paint a bee. I'm going to do like a, you know, the decoupage papers. I think I'm going to do a paper like one of the bee papers. They are so beautiful, and I've just been wanting to play with them. So I think I might just do one of those papers and really bling it up. Use it either on a book or something. I don't know. I'll find something to decoupage because it's so beautiful. They're beautiful, those papers. If you got the full bee kit or the combo pack, then you have the papers. And you don't have to have the bee papers to do a bee. You can print off a bee. You can draw your own bee, paint your own bee, whatever you want to do. Just bee related. Just bee. Beat it. Just beat it. I'm kidding. Ooh, where am I? Okay. We look like a zebra at the moment. I'll have to put the link to the program I use for coloring pages. So what I do is take an image and then I put it through it's a line drawing app that turns it into a coloring page. And it's really good. It's better than the one I was using. The one I was using, something changed about it. The app is different, and then they've really forced you to like pay for the improved images, I guess, which I understand. They need to, you know, make some money too, but all the other little apps are still free. So while I'm kind of broke, I'm going to be using those little apps, you know. It's important that we have, you know, places to go or that we can get the things we need for affordable prices, and nothing is good. But I would love to share the app. That way I don't feel like I completely just used them, you know. That's important. Give credit. So of course I'm a little nasally because it's nighttime and Texas. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, and the rest of it I can do. I think I can do it. I think I can. So I'm not going to paint that first. I'm going to actually do the background first. Oh, that is the dotting tool. I'm actually out of them right now, but it's a nail or a rhinestone picker tool. This side has a waxy tip that you use to pick up rhinestones or glitters or whatever. It just grabs onto them really easily. And then this side is a pointed bit that is very nice to trace with or poke things or unclog your bottles, or it's just a very handy tool to have. I think I have one of the other colors in the store, but I don't have this one available. What was I doing? Oh, I was going to lighten it up a bit. I can't find my other eraser, but this one will work for the moment. Those 4Bs, I should just run out to Katie's cart and grab one. They don't do all that business, so I'm missing that eraser and my sand eraser. When I say I'm missing it, that just means that it's buried somewhere on this desk. Oh yeah, just lightening it up so that it won't be so dark. Okay. So the watercolor concentrates are transparent watercolor liquids, and they're super vibrant. And you can either dilute them or use them full strength. But we're going to use them in some very unique, fun ways today that are not traditional. And, you know, why would I do anything traditional? Because homie don't roll that way. Because I'm nutty. All right. Let me grab the orange and the red. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to use all of these colors, but they're here in case I want to. Oh, you can't even see. I had to zoom in so we could see what I was doing. Sorry about that. Yeah, that works on rocks. Yep. Absolutely. Usually everything I use it can be interchangeable. The paint is specifically created for painting on rocks, but it obviously works on paper and canvas and other things too. Okay, so to do these backgrounds, I just grabbed a few stencils, some blending brushes, and these can be your makeup brushes. What the thing that they need to be is tight and have kind of a rounded or soft end, I guess, so that you can blend without it being like just one spot. So when you touch the paper, the color's right here on the tip so that you can blend it out. So you really want to find some brushes like that. We do have these in the store and they work perfectly good for that. We have this set right here, I think that's still available. And these work really good for it. They're a little big for most projects, but they would work for this one tonight. Even the little ones would work if you're on a smaller project. So I am going to just use this tray, this little pan down here, but I'm going to change this color first. That is gouache, so it's water reactivatable, and it was just a tiny bit, so I'm just going to get rid of it. They were right here. Of course. I have like 700 stencils. I don't think that's an exaggeration. So I went through and found like 3. I was trying not to overwhelm myself. I have a habit of like picking out too many, then getting like overwhelmed. So your stencils are washable usually, or you can just take a damp whatever and wipe them clean, as long as you're using things that are water reactivatable. If you're using acrylic or you know, something that is dries permanent, then you'll have to deal with that. So I always recommend rinsing your stencils or putting them in water if you're using acrylic or things that are permanent. If you're not, you can just pop them anywhere and then rinse them later. So I'm going to use these 3 stencils for this look. That is just some like foliage loops or whatever. It reminded me of underwater seaweed. And then this over here reminds me of underwater seaweed. And this reminds me of water and bubbles and, you know, underwater. I couldn't find my just circle stencil, which is what I wanted, because I kind of want to do a little bokeh effect, but you know, we'll see. I might be able to do it with just, I don't know, water maybe, if I'm lucky. Okay, so you're going to want a paper towel, like lots of them actually. So we're going to be taking color off too. So I'm just tearing some into squares. So in my dish, you do not have to use gouache. You can use like, what are those called? Oxide inks. You can use regular inks. You can use, pretty much you want something that's water reactivatable. So I'm actually going to use gouache, wet gouache, I know, right? And some concentrated watercolor drops. And I'm going to start with neon blue. This one's, there we go. And just a touch of green, or I'm sorry, a touch of vivid blue to give it the deeper color for out there. And Christine, the best place I found is Amazon, honestly. There you go. So I'm just going to mix that a little bit like that. Spread it around so it's not so wet. And then I'm going to take a fluffier but rounded blender brush. And I'm going to get some color on the brush. Just tap it. But then I'm going to tap off most of it, right? And then I'm going to start around the edges, just building a bit. Now, if you need to get your brush wet because it's not moving much, do that. But make sure you tap it off. Also, you don't want any fluid like dripping from your brush, but it will help it move around if it's damp, you know. Do a better job. And don't be worried about what it's looking like. That's going to mostly be covered. So we're just blocking, color blocking basically. You know what I mean? And yes, I have glitter everywhere, so it's probably going to be all over the place. You can actually do like a layer of watercolor wash just to start if you wanted, just to get your blue block down there. But the paper warps a lot. Watercolor paper does, and I didn't have it. I'm not prepped for all that, so we'll see how it goes without doing that. So just going to blend, blend, blend. And then I'm going to take off color where I don't want it. So you basically just use like a damp paper towel to remove the color from the area that you've got it in and then don't want it in. Just want like the essence of blue in around there, you know. Only 700, yep. All right, so this is basically a Lisa magical maker technique. It's I'm just using our products with it because I don't have all the stuff that she uses, but I'll hopefully work my way into having all the fun stuff too. But it's cool to know that you can do it with, you know, things you have. You don't always have to go grab everything, but it would be nice to support, is it Lavinia, I think, too? But Lavinia it's the same stamps that we have here, and it is, oh, who is it? Ranger, and the oxide and the ink stamps, I think. Okay. And then the pan pastels, I actually just have the white and the black and then the clear blender. So that I'm actually going to add just some darker bits around here. If you wanted to check out Lisa's channel, it's Lisa Magical Maker. She's here on YouTube. She's also in our group. What are we? Creative Rock Art and Foil Techniques over on Facebook. You can check in the group under her name. She has a Facebook page, lots of places you can catch her stuff. And then, of course, Katie Thompson is in the house. You guys need to go over to her channel if you haven't yet and subscribe. We're trying to get her built up there so she can do live on her YouTube channel too. Pretty please. Okay. Masking fluid. I have tons of that, but you know what? Me and masking fluid do not get along at all. Sorry. No. Oh, thank you. Allison sending the gray. Yay. Thank you, friend. Okay, so next I'm going to do the long seaweed bit that I'm just going to add a drop of purple right into, or no, I'm not. I lied. Haha. I'm doing the green next. My bad. Almost forgot the order I did a minute earlier. So I'm just going to put this down here, and then I'm going to do some green, neon green gouache. In the same way that I did it here, just going around, but not everywhere, you know what I mean? Just gonna hit some areas. And then some are gonna be darker and some will be lighter. right? Then I'm going to dust that out and just kind of blend a little bit around the edge so it's not so bold. Remove that little bit right there. Cool. Okay. Love it already. Then the next one here, I'm going to go right into the green with purple. Yep, I know it'll make some brown. I don't really want brown, but it's a kind of a browny purple color. You know, you see it a lot in the ocean. That browny purple seaweedy color. Might need one more. Or two. All right, then I'm just going to take this stencil, the bottom there, kind of line this up with the edge and make sure that it's not like dripping wet, and stencil this plant on here. Just basically buff it in. If it's too wet, it'll bleed everywhere, so you don't want it to be too wet. So that one is done. See? It's okay if it bleeds a bit. That one's kind of still wet. Bleeding. Then I'm going to wipe it here and flip it. Do the same thing on this side. I'm just going to use the color left in my brush. Like that. So that was very quick, right? Very quick, cool little portion background. We got one more stencil to go to get the look that I had over there. I know, I was thinking that. Put the thing down and reverse it. If you work it, let me work it. I know. Yep, I was singing it. Fellas. I always hear elephant. I don't know why. All right, so this next one, I'm going to use neon blue. I'm going to open the new one. Jen, hi. Woohoo. Ooh, potluck. I haven't been to one of those in a lifetime almost. I want to go. I like potlucks. Okay. All right, so this one is this stencil, and I'm going to, let's see, how did I do this before? I think I did it this way. Yeah. So I'm going to use this here, and then I'm going to flip it and do it on the other side. Same thing we just did. But I'm going to put like darker at the bottom and then blend it out toward the top. So I'm going to do like a deeper transfer part here. And then let it sort of get lighter going up. If that makes any sense at all. Don't go over the edges or you'll have straight lines, and that isn't very pretty. Oh, see, I got straight lines there. Shouldn't have been. Don't be me. So there's that. Now if you want like more of a, you know, what would that be? Not such a pattern, you want to put them over each other, you can do it again with a different color and get another, even cooler pattern there. I'm just going to do some cleanup here real quick before I move on. Just making sure that I don't make a bunch of brown in a bit here, which I probably will. I think I lost my fin out here. Oopsie. That's okay. All right. Then I'm going to flip it and do the other side. So I'm just using the products that I have here. And today that is gouache. It's water reactivatable, which is going to come in handy, I hope. Light touch. And where you start is going to be the darkest. So where you put your brush down first will be the darkest spot. So just remember that. If you don't want it dark there, start in the area where you do want the most concentrated color. All right. That is that. So now I'm removing color. If you see over here, like the blue, I'm pulling it back out. Not because it was too dark, but I like this like effect here. See that like wet layer. It's just a more of a layer look, you know. And you can also put your stencil back on it if you wanted to specifically pull it back off in the way that it went down. You put your stencil back the same way it was on, like that. And then you can remove it and you get sort of a bouquet or bokeh, depending on who you're asking, effect. This is a patterned bokeh. Instead of circles, this one is whatever this is. Now I'm only going to do this on the top half of this. I just think that's such a cool look. Take up any little bits there. Yay, love it. Okay. Hi, Sandy. Yay, hello. All right. So that was just 3 stencils. 1 drop of water. See how it displaced the color? I think that's so awesome. You can also just like fling water. I'll do it on this one so you can see. You can do, hopefully this thing I'm not good at, but we'll see if I can. So I got a fan brush here. You can either let it sit and lift a bit, or you can go right in if you just want a lighter lift. See if I can get it. There we go. Some bigger water drops. So see this very cool splattery look? I really like that. So when this is dry, I'll give it a splatter, but for right now I'm going to go ahead and start working on the seahorse. Okay, so I'm gonna do, to start, I was thinking about using watercolor pencils, but I'm just gonna use brushes because, you know, I just think I need to be controlled, right? Have some control. So this is the umber brush set, exclusive to Katie's cart, which I think she's out of too, though, so it's gonna be interesting, eh? I am going to grab my Gibby box if I can find it, but I'm just going to use the clear bottom, or the lid actually, for right now. And I'm going to use neon. I'm going to grab the neon colors, and then we're going to do some color mixing to get some non-neon colors. I know they'll still glow, but they won't be traditional neon colors. This is red, pink, magenta, purple, blue, green. I don't have the turquoise out, so we'll make turquoise. There's green. Okay. Make sure you put the right lids back on your bottles because it can get into your bottle and cause havoc. All right, so I'm just using, well, this is like a rounded angle, but it'll work for what I'm doing. Yellow. I need to start with yellow. And this yellow is contaminated, so it might come out a bit black at first. That's how I know. Because I've done it. I'm going to have to get another yellow. Nope, nope, got it. Okay. So I'm going to start with the lightest color first and go and lay that down. Now remember, it is gouache is basically cream gel or has chalk sometimes in concentrated form, and it's water reactivatable. So if you're using that and you're working on watercolor paper that's wet, it can bleed. So be careful that you're dry enough to put it where you want to without, you know, it going everywhere and being naughty. I'm using straight gouache over there, so trust me when I tell you, if you need like to move your paint, just get your brush wet because there's still enough paint in your brush when it feels dry to keep on going for quite a ways. Oops, I did not pay attention here. Oh yeah, I did. Never mind. Don't mind me. Lighten it. So is anybody else painting tonight, or are you just hanging out? Painting, I realize, is like not everybody gets to paint every day. I don't get to paint every day, so I had a moment. I was like, I'm doing it. I'm going right now. Watch me go. I love this brush. You see how it works here? When you're working with things like this, it's a perfect little, look at that, just perfect. Does the perfect little U shape. It is really great for doing nails too. It's a nail brush. All right, I think that's gonna do it for my yellow bit here. Okay, go orange next, and grab a little bit of the red with that. And I'm going to work that into I'm going to add a little bit of purple so I can brown this up some. And then we're going to go under these other layers and kind of do shady shadows. I guess. Shadows. This is the pink. Man, it all just looks so orange on the camera. It looks nothing like what it is. Wow, that's so crazy. When you guys see the pictures afterwards, you're going to be really shocked at how these colors here are actually really different from each other. That is so strange how it all looks just orange. I'm sure you're like, oh, disappointing, right? If you make a mistake, take your brush with some water and then lift it out, like use a lot of water and then pull up and then blot. And usually you can make a big of an, or enough of a difference to fix it, you know. I lost my lines, so. Okay, this is that, and this goes. I am lost here. All right, I am going to get a coffee brush, maybe. Actually, I'm just going to get a firmer watercolor brush. And we'll start blending this. I know it looks so orange, it's so weird. I mean, yeah, it has orange in it, but it is not what it looks like on the screen. That looks terrible. Well, maybe once it comes together, you guys will see the difference. Dun, 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 dun. Aw, thanks, Allison. Yeah, guys, if you're hanging out with me tonight, hit that thumbs up so I know you were here. Leave a comment, too. Okay, let's see. We're going to add like some pink and fuchsia back up under these. That's like bright fuchsia and it probably looks orange. Crazy. 1, 2, 3. I think when it gets all done, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be so bright in the middle of the page, you know? Oh, Jen, thank you. Thank you. Woohoo! Where did I... You know, that's my next question. Where? What? Woohoo! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Jen. Flower says thank you. Woohoo! She's still wearing your bracelet. I love how smooth this bracelet is. Jen made these bracelets, guys, so keep an eye out. They're all different, too. So if you get a little bracelet in your packages, that's from Jen. So cute. Thank you. Screaming goat. Am I on camera? Where is it? Oh, my God. Sorry, you guys. It's terrible when I'm zoomed in. I'm like, I don't know where it is. And then Ellie. Woohoo. Where's the other one? Turtle. Did we name the turtle last time? We got to name the turtle. Who's the turtle? Thank you, Jen. Woohoo! Yeah. Oh, Art. Art says hi and thank you. Thank you kindly. It took me a minute. So I'm adding the color and then sort of taking it back out like I was over there, lifting the color back out to give the different colors under it a chance to show up. This is a really kind of unique image over here. And I am not doing it justice, but I'm doing my own thing a little bit with the help of the picture. I'll grab it in just a second and show you. It's very loose, very loosely based. It's this one right here. So I'm like working in this stuff over here. Hopefully I can get there. I do not know where all this, like, oh, it came from the turtle. The turtle fell in the glitter. He fell off the wagon. I just have a pile of glitter over here in a little cup. So when I want it, it's right there. I don't have to deal with going and finding it. And then the other watercolors, the metallic ones, are going to go on top of all this beautiful mess over here and do some amazing things. And I picked a seahorse because it's kind of like, I don't know, like a unicorn of the sea. I was going to put a horn on it. I think I still might. So it's like a mermaid sort of unicorn. They had like this one. I really love that. I just don't think I can do it justice. This one. And then these are kind of purpling out over here. kind of a splotchy sort of a, I don't know, purpley brown business going on around here. So I'm just kind of letting all the colors bleed together. And then I'm going to use that for making the splotchy dots. Bring this up. I don't know if you can see it any better when it's close, but it's a lot of building layers in there. Ooh, it's starting to look good. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'll post the pictures. It won't, I can't do it right now because I'm live. I'm sorry. I wasn't settled on what I was doing when I came over. Sorry. That's why it's a free-for-all paint along, but I will definitely post the pictures when I wrap. Yep. For sure. Oops, did I miss another one or is that the same one? What color did I just grab? Blue. I'm going to do like a little rainbow fin here. So I think I'm going to pull back some of that. I'm going to tip it with purple out here. And then add some blue at the bottom around here. Oh, I love watercolor so much. And I love those neon gouache. Oh my goodness. If you don't have those, it's a staple. Ooh, they work on everything. And they mix with everything too. And so do the watercolor concentrates. You can mix them in all the paint. The acrylics. The watercolor concentrates can even be mixed into the glossy shots. This is a very cool seahorse. Thanks, Jen. Thank you, guys. Jen was reminding everyone, please hit the thumbs up if you guys are here having a good time. And then also remember the bell if you want to be notified when we're going live. It'll give you a little notification. Who doesn't love those, right? So if you want some more of those notifications, or you do want a little hint when I'm on, hit that bell. It sure helps me, the bell does, because then I don't have to like stress too much about somebody missing the invitation, you know, because there's like, I don't know, they only allow me to send 500 invites on Facebook, and trying to pick who to send, it's not fair. So I just kind of rotate them. So if you guys are missed, it's not intentional. It's because I'm trying to give everyone, you know, a chance. We have over 9,000 members. I am having one of the worst hot flashes I've had in a long time, so pardon me, you guys. If I'm like, you know, over here fanning myself, you can't see it, thankfully, but whew. My son is rocking out to the best music tonight. I don't know if you can hear it, but Led Zeppelin and Scorpions and AC/DC and all the good stuff. Ozzy now. Black Sabbath, I think. Go, son. Yeah, he's the coolest ever. Makes me want to go be in high school. Just for a second, though. Like, I wouldn't go back for nothing, but they did have good music. Oof. It was great. I loved the 80s and 90s music. And some of the other fun stuff. Hi, Trina. We're painting a seahorse. It's a unicorn mermaid seahorse, maybe. When I'm done, I'm hoping. I might add a horn, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I might just let it be a seahorse. All right. Under. Ooh, Tom Petty now. There ain't no easy way now. I wish we could have music. I think I keep hearing on TikTok, every time I see someone live, they're like jamming out to just like music. And I know it's not like free, so, or like free of um, copyright. So I don't know. I guess over there maybe you can just have music playing in the background. The only thing I could think is that for people who have less than, what is it, 10,000 followers on TikTok, your videos, your live videos are not saved. So when you wrap, they are deleted instantly. You don't have a choice to save them. Or I think you might have a choice to save them, like on your device, but you have to do it before. You have to make that choice before you start. And I can never remember to do that. So I gotta work on the settings over there. I'm really not TikTok savvy. But what I'm getting to here is maybe that's how you can do it, because it just deletes afterwards. So possibly. That's what I think. Anyways, that's what I think, and I'm sticking to it. Right, it's my story. I'm having trouble getting my blue to stay blue because I keep messing with it. I keep wanting to add magenta, which is like my favorite neon color. So this is my fault. But I need some blue to stay blue. Stay blue. Ooh, China Grove. You guys want to go turn your music on now? Is it just looking messy? Probably. We'll see. Maybe it'll turn out. gonna start doing some green in here. Layers. More blue. ZZ Top. My boy. I'm gonna have to steal his playlist. I'm digging it big time. This is legs. I can see the video. Can you guys? Oh my gosh. The old car. What is that kind of car? And then it drives up and she gets out with her hot legs. And then long beards and their guitars spinning. Oh yeah. I saw them in the Ohio State Fair. Or Iowa. I'm sorry, not Ohio. Iowa State Fair. That huge fair in Iowa. Huge, humongous, big fair. And they rocked the place. And this was, goodness, 17 years ago probably. Yep. That was awesome. I can't believe it's been that long. Wow. Because I was old then. Or I thought it was. I was like appropriately aged for the crowd, but... You know, they showed up with hot girls on their arms, though. 70 in their 70s, right? Weren't they? Aren't they in their 90s now? How old are they? Am I crazy? Yeah. Oh, Sandy, you saw him in the 70s. Oh, wow. Oh, man, I bet that was awesome. So that was like, oh, man. So they had to been playing like, oh my gosh, my brain just went dead. One of my favorite songs, and I completely just went blank. You know, the one. The fun one. I was 3. Or no, in the 70s. I was born in 74. I thought it said 77. Sorry, up there. 72. Oh. Dusty passed. He's the one that played the dad on Bones, right? Of Michelle, the tech, the artist. I'm pretty sure that was Dusty. So sad. All the good ones are gone. Stop. See what I'm doing? I'm trying to go back up there. Don't do it. Oh, black water, keep on rolling, Mississippi man. Yep, I love that kid. Deborah, you would dig my son. He's like the best music. Gonna make a hit. Deborah, your husband was in a band, right? What was the... Don't make no difference to me. That's not the color I wanted. I'm gonna have to use a paint pen in a little bit and see if I can get some of these neat details that are like bright colors on top of. That'll be fun. Or no, what am I thinking? You know what we're gonna use, right? Yeah, these. That's what we're gonna use. I don't know if there are actually seahorses like this, but I would like to meet one. I think there is a rainbow seahorse. I think I remember seeing, not like this though. And of course, Leonard Skinner. That's who's playing now. I saw them 4 years in a row in Reno with Def Leppard opened, and it was Ted Nugent opened for Def Leppard, who opened for Leonard Skinner. Yeah, it was a great 4 years. They came back 4 years in a row, that same lineup. And then I moved away, so don't know. They were outside concerts. They were so fun. Standing, like there were no seats. You buy a ticket and you go stand outside. It was pretty cool. Oh, yeah, you were. That's right. Did you sing too, Deborah? Sorry, my memory's terrible. It'll come back. I hope. I should just keep the blue out in my hand, huh? start doing some details here. Let me see if I can get the white to work. Probably not. To get my acrylic out, where is that? Thank you, Jen. Thank you, guys. Okay. Liner brushes are... This one will work, I think. Actually, I need to make a little brown, like a brownie, brown. I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna get some, I have some brown concentrate, I think, don't I? Vivid brown, yeah. Use some of that. So everything's kind of like lined in brown around the seahorse. So I'm just going to go around it as we go. I guess they're like, what do you call them? Seahorse freckles, maybe. I don't know. Oops. Oh, that's the fix. Okay. How you guys doing? I know it's late. I know I started late. So I totally understand if you gotta go or, you know, want to take a nap and come back. No, I'm kidding. It's late. You guys are awesome though. That started drying. Like, Deborah, you know I never sleep, so this ain't late, right? Yeah. Yeah. I always get lost in this part of it, like how to do the shadows and shading and stuff. And then it just gets junky. So I should stop while I'm ahead. That looks okay. Those are not just black lines like it looks there. Oh my god, that's crazy. Can you guys see that now? Like it's shadow shading, and that's crazy how it just looks like a black line on there. Shame on that. $4:30. Allison, oh my gosh, go to bed. Go to bed, sister. Okay. Here we go. Do, do, do. Okay, I give up on that part. No, no, no. Okay, so I've been watching The Chosen. Has anybody seen that series? My son is trying to, learn the stories in the Bible, and he learns very visually. So I've been watching series trying to pick one that's more appropriate, I guess. And I can't figure out if it's, I don't know, because I don't know what accurate is, but I think it's the closest out of everything I've seen. And it has more to it. Like, I think Passion of the Christ is just going to freak him out. But I usually don't talk about religion and stuff, but it's more about the show. So don't go, don't go holding me accountable. Oh, why do I love you? Oh, cool. It looks 3D. That was yay. Now I feel better. Thank you. Let's get back to the brown. Hey, Lisa. Oh, you're not late to the party. This was not scheduled. I was just like, hey, I have some time, I want to paint. And I haven't got to spend much time with y'all lately, so I decided to hop on. And I'm so glad y'all are here with me and everybody and getting to visit. This is definitely the coolest seahorse I've ever painted. I am having a good time with it. Kind of wish I would have done it on a rock, but I haven't done paper in a long time, so. Almost ready to start the actual fun part, right? That we all came here for, I'm sure. So, where's my puppet? My puppet. Activate. I didn't get the back fin done, but yeah. It might be okay, huh? Maybe. Oh, fig it. Okay, let's activate Go-Go Gadget watercolor. What a pretty seahorse you are. Thanks, Lisa. Thank you. My towel is wet, so I'm going to put that underneath it. My seahorse's eyeball's really wet, so I don't know if I'll be able to finish that part. So I'm activating the unicorn unicorn chameleons too. I keep calling them the wrong thing. They are not unicorn shimmers, though those are cool. These are different. All right. We're just going to accent some things around our seahorse. So I just grabbed the beautiful green and I'm gonna pop it in some places where the green is. They're fun to kind of like dot with on tertiary color, opposite colors, complementary, something that it will show up really good on. So like up in here. darker spaces. I know it's always very tempting to grab it and put it on like colors. But when you pop it on something opposite, you get these really cool effects. Just little delicate touches. You don't really want it like that kind of uniform, just little tiny. All right, let's grab another color. Let's do some of this gorgeous purple over here. Get the green out first. And let's do that. Okay, so we'll I'm going to grab some water and thin that out so it's like a sheen, I guess. A sheer. Not all of them, just some of them. Got a little carried away there. Cool. Darker green. Hi, Marla. Thank you. So cool. I'm loving this guy. Okay, let's switch again to this pretty nice bright blue. And I think I might actually use that on the bright blue. I think. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to turn them around. And then I'm like flicking it back in. Do we like that? Or did I go too far? I always go too far. Always. This icy blue. Ooh, I don't know. Let's see. Put down here. See if we like it. So that is the mermaid, the Nereides sirens that I don't think I put siren in the title, but Nereides is another word for sirens. It's such a beautiful set. So remember, the more water you use, the sheerer it gets. You can do stuff like that, so you can still see details through it. And then the thicker you use it, you could do stuff like that and get these nice total dark details still with shift. So pretty. All right, so over here, the unicorn's the head. It's just always, oh, I love it so much. Probably shouldn't, but I'm gonna. Okay, I'm gonna use it out here. This is the gold color. All right, I better stop. I can't stop. I can't do it. Pretty soon this whole thing is just going to be all shimmering. All right, stop, 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 stop. I'm stopping. So that's that. If another cool thing you can do is with the unicorn colors is accent your the stencils you did in the beginning. It's like pick a patch, you know what I mean? Like do a couple here, a couple there. Maybe rotate colors. So let's do a purpley one. And of course I can't paint inside the lines today because I'm holding my paper up. Try that again. Remember, you can kind of erase just for a second. Try again. And then maybe do like a green or something down here. I think that'll be pretty. Like, ooh, there's a mosquito snacking on me. Stop it. Did you know mosquitoes that bite are all females? That's right. Those little biatches, they chew me up. I hate them. And then this morning, I drank a fly. Texas can suck my toe. It is so hot here, and we have like pest control every other week because the bugs in the summer are ridiculous. But the flies and the mosquitoes, they have like some secret weapon, and I think because they're flying insects, they just resist, and then one or two flies will get in the house. Right, just one or two. But they will find me in my sleep and buzz around my head and go in my drink. And my drink is closed. They go down my straw or something. They don't bug anybody else. They just do this to me. Why? Why? Anybody know why? Is it because I'm so sweet? I know. Okay, I'm done. I'm going to go. You guys are awesome. Awesome for hanging out with me this long, this late. 2.5 hours. And it's 11:20. Thank you so much. So tonight I'm going to rattle off what I used, and then I'm going to hang up or get off or end or whatever. I used the transparent watercolor concentrates, the neon gouache, the and the watercolor. Yeah, that was pretty much it, right? The neon gouache, the transparent watercolors, and the chameleons. These are two different sets of chameleon watercolors. This is Nereides and this is the unicorns. All right, I will see you guys on Wednesday. We're doing the bee kit finally. So dig out your stuff if you got the bee kit. If you didn't, go find some bee image to play with. And Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Central, meet me right back here on this YouTube channel. And be sure to check into the Facebook group and post your work over there so you can be counted for the drawing. We do a drawing on Wednesdays. Not on Wednesdays. We do a drawing for Wednesday night participation. So, but you have all month to pop your work in there. So as long as it's before Katie does the drawing in the beginning of each month, then it counts as long as it qualifies. All right. Any questions? Thank you, guys. Thanks, Jen. So much. Thanks, Deborah. Thank you, Allison. And thank you, Anita. Even though I think you're gone, but thank you. And thank you, Katie. All right, my friends. I'll see you Wednesday. Good night.